In part 1 to the $1 million product research series, I showed you how to collect products during the research stage. Now I'm going to teach you the hardest step of product research, which is the product selection mindset. So after completing part 1, you should have a big list of products that you think are going to perform well. These are not the products you're going to test. In fact, most of these products are not even good. In order to select your winning product, you need to go through this 3-step review process. So when going through these steps, keep in mind, we're not looking to sell short-term gimmicky products. We're trying to build a brand that you can scale and exit for 7 or 8 figures. For you to build an 8-figure brand, you need to find an untapped winning product. Step 1 is pruning. For this step, go through all your products and use the following thought process to eliminate as many products as possible. The first question you should ask yourself is, does this product solve a big enough problem? And a mistake I see a lot of people making is solving a problem does not necessarily mean it has to be health related. Problems could be ugly home decors or even pants that don't fit well. There are problems and issues everywhere around you, so do not limit yourself to personal or health related issues. And remember, the more you niche down this problem, the harder it becomes to scale. So an example of a product that solves a minor problem is those little sphere ice ball makers that popped off on TikTok. Or another example would be something like nail polish for men. You want to select a problem that has a large audience and continues to grow. The second question you need to ask yourself, is the product gimmicky? So what categorizes a gimmicky product? I categorize a gimmicky product as products that primarily attract attention but have little intrinsic value. For example, LED red light products that are made for like skin tightening, those type of shits. I see a lot of people trying to run that, and unless you have hella influencers backing you, that shit is not going to pop off. Another example is those toy balls that people threw in the ceilings that stuck, that went popular on TikTok. That is a gimmicky product. The point is, a brand is built by building a relationship with the customer and not just selling one-off gimmicky products. Last and the most important question to ask yourself, does the product have a unique selling point? It needs to have a unique characteristic that people think will actually solve their problem. So an example of a good unique selling point is Ovira. Ovira's unique selling point was that they use EMS technology to help women relieve pain during their menstrual cramps. So before that, everyone was just using heating pads and things like that. And they were one of the first to come along and use these electrical pulses to solve that problem. That EMS technology was their unique selling point for that specific niche. So an example of a bad product that does not have a good unique selling point is the rain cloud humidifier that was going viral on TikTok a couple months ago. This is a super gimmicky product. Number one, it doesn't solve a big enough problem. Why is that? Because how many people do you know have an issue with the design of their current humidifier? Or let's say you were selling this product with the home decor angle. How many people have a room where this product matches the decor? Only retarded 16-year-olds would buy this rain cloud humidifier, and they don't even have any money. So this product is terrible and unscalable. Step 2, competitor research. After doing step 1, you should be left with a list of products that you think actually stand a chance. Start Googling your products and study the competition. You want to make sure that your product is unique and that you're not trying to sell shit that everyone else is already selling. And one question you need to be asking yourself during the competitor research step is, does my product have a unique selling point that my competitors do not? And a unique selling point is not an extra feature on a product. A unique selling point is a new or better way to solve a problem. This is such an important step, which is why it's repeated again here in the competitor research. So to give you an example of this, let's imagine the Nomisk period cramp belt was not launched yet. If we were trying to validate that menstrual cramp relief belt, we would be Googling period cramp relief products. And let's say what popped up on this Google search was Ovira, heating pads, or even painkillers. All of them solve the same problem, but none of them have that unique selling point that our menstrual cramp belt would have, which is portable pain relief using the massage nodes and the heating technology. That would be an immediate green flag for this product, and we would know that it has huge potential for scalability. And step 3 of the product selection mindset is your angle. You should have now narrowed down your product list to only products you're confident can turn into a brand. Go through all your products, create 3 different angles you could target and create an entire brand around. Doing this with all your product is how you're gonna master a great brand building mindset. So going back to the Nomisk example, we're gonna build 3 different brand angles. Angle number 1, we're gonna take the menstrual cramp belt and build around women who are over the age of 40 who are going through menopause. And these ladies are looking for a solution to the inflammation caused by menopause. Angle number 2 we could hit is teenagers aged between 13 and 18 who are looking for menstrual cramp relief while they're at school. And lastly, angle number 3, we could build a brand around women who are aged 18 through 25 who have tried pain relief medications but want to have an all-natural pain relief solution instead. And the more time you spend outlining and studying your angles, the higher the probability of success you will have for your product. Before you launch your product, you should know exactly who your target customer is, how much money they have, what their personality is like, what hobbies they have. Literally as much detail as possible, you need to already have pre-planned before you launch a product. And make sure when you're selecting your angle that you remember the competition from step 2. Understand if your solution to the problem is better or worse than the competition that's already out there, because your offer is gonna need to reflect that when you make your product selection. That is also a huge mistake I see everybody make. They just try to copy the competitors' prices when their product is actually worse or is actually better. These are the exact steps I use to build an 8-figure brand, and it's exactly how you can too. Hey, subscribe and comment if you want to see a step-by-step tutorial of me doing product research and launching a dropshipping product.